Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, tonight we're going to be taking a look at some scary movies for the month of October, and we're kicking it off with 2013's The Conjuring. Now, the only thing I know about this is that I know they made a bunch of these movies, and I think they kind of tied into the Insidious series, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% on that.
Comment on that. But then I also know that Lorraine Warren is a part of these. I remember seeing her back on a show I used to watch back in the day called Paranormal State. Maybe some of you guys remember it. It was kind of a cheesy ghost adventurers type thing, but it was a lot of fun. And they would actually have Lorraine on there, as a true, psychic medium to find the different spirits and that sort of thing. So I got a feeling this is going to be a lot of fun. A bunch of you guys recommended it for the month of October, said it's a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I got to be honest, I know nothing about this movie. Like, I don't know what the premise is. I don't know anything. I just happened to see the movie poster that Patrick Wilson is in it, so I like him. He's pretty good in a lot of movies he's in. So all I got to say is I'm ready, willing, and able, I guess, to watch this movie.
I know nothing about this movie. I'm guessing from The Conjuring, it's there's not like a specific bad guy like Halloween or Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. The older I get, the more I look at a picture like this and say, it doesn't look so creepy. It's like a 2-story house with a porch. You could sit out on a rainy day. It's got a nice wooded, secluded lot.
Do some whittling.
See, you've got a rope swing.
The rope from the tree's not so inviting. But yeah, the poster doesn't look scary to me necessarily.
That's just to keep telemarketers at bay.
It's a fixer-upper. We've all seen The Notebook. We know what Noah can do with his hands. I can do the same.
I have not.
But no, horror movies, not this kind of horror movie. Not really my wheelhouse. As I've said before, I do like horror movies, but I like I gotta be honest, I kind of like my cheesy, like Halloween. The movies that make me angry because they're so cheesy, like Halloween, like, come on, you got 20 guys around him, nobody can think to just end it, how is Jason walking through the woods, catching everybody that's been running for 20 minutes? That's the kind of horror movie I like. I think maybe I sleep easier at night knowing that was so terribly outlandish that nobody's going to actually lose any sleep over it. But again, a highly recommended movie. We are getting close to Halloween, so we figured we'll have some fun with these.
So I guess without further ado, let's go!
When you hear it, you're gonna think we're insane.
Try us, please, from the start.
Oh.
It started out small. Like a hand or a leg was in a different position. Then one day it was in a completely different room.
Oh, the old creepy doll trick.
Camilla got in touch with a medium. We learned from her that a 7-year-old girl named Annabelle Higgins had died in this apartment.
Oh, is this part of the whole Annabelle
series?
doll series?
I think they're all connected with the Warrens. It's all their cases, I think.
I've never seen Annabelle. I'm familiar with the creepy doll.
I've heard the name, Annabelle.
She wanted to live with us by inhabiting the doll. We said yes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man, look at all the drawings on the wall.
Looks like my house on an average Monday afternoon with my 2-year-old.
That's it. You're getting a timeout.
Oh, come on. We know better than to throw it in the trash.
That's not good.
Did he even bother saying who is it? Oh, God.
Oh, of course.
Notes back.
Oh, no, it's in the other room. Oh, yeah, I love it.
It came from in the house.
It came from in the house. Oh, get her.
There's no such thing as Annabelle.
I think what we have here is something extremely manipulative.
It was a big mistake acknowledging this doll. It's something demonic.
Never say its name.
So the doll was never possessed.
No, demonic spirits don't possess things.
Oh.
They possess people.
What else was she all in?
The actress that plays Lorraine?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, God. She just looks so familiar.
Whatever was oppressing that apartment was no longer with him.
Where's the doll now?
Someplace safe.
What kind of bullshit is this?
What do people call you? Paranormal researchers?
Kooks. But we prefer to be known simply as Ed and Lorraine Warren.
No, the shows that I saw her on, she was still doing this stuff, and it was...
Is this like it's supposed to be a real story?
Yeah, they're real people. Yeah.
Wow, non-ordained demonologist.
Is this really based on a true story? Come on.
That's what they say, and I've
based
seen...
on the true story?
Yeah, I've seen Lorraine Warren on television, like, doing this type of stuff. Like I said, Paranormal State, check it out, guys. It's from 2007.
You know we're going to have to get a doll, right?
Eventually.
Guys!
Come on, Sadie.
Oh, the dogs always know, don't they?
What's the matter with you?
Oh.
He wants no part of that.
All right, suit yourself.
Yeah, okay, right then and there, I'd be like, we're out of here. The dog, it has zero...
It's got a nice house, big plot of wooded land.
Yeah.
Looks perfect to me, man.
Let me guess, it was really cheap.
Hey, Mom, can I get my lunch? Of course.
Dang it.
Like, darn it. It was so perfect.
Oh, no, what'd she find?
Looks like a birdhouse.
Okay.
I know it's a
Oh,
doll.
No, music box.
Little music box. That doesn't,
Okay,
doesn't get much creepier than that.
I was just going to say, let's guess 20 more times before the show us.
Sorry, guys. We're excited.
3. No peeking. 4. Ready or not, here I come.
Doll's gonna clap.
Guys, you don't know the house well enough. Someone's gonna get hurt.
Jesus.
Oh, they found a false wall, it looks like.
My fault. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Nancy, can you go get me the
false wall.
matches, please?
That's a perfectly clean, like, break.
Oh, it's a fake wall under the staircase.
Yeah.
What do you see down there?
Hard to tell, you know. It's an old piano and a whole bunch of garbage.
Oh, the lights. Yep,
Yep.
we knew that
It
was
always
going to
goes
happen.
out.
Just,
Wow.
Oh.
Raj? Come on up.
I don't want any of you girls going down there. The place is loaded with spiders.
Ew.
Got extra square footage anyway.
Yeah.
See?
Man, I'm fried.
Something's up with Sadie.
Yeah, I don't know what her problem is. She's all right. I got her on a chain.
I know it was a lot to bite off. It's gonna be great, isn't it?
I think it's great already.
Are we supposed to pay attention to like what appear to be bug bites on her elbow or something?
I was seeing
The way
that too.
Shot with the way that was shot like that.
Yeah. Some bruises on her, too.
Mom. Hey, how did you guys sleep?
And there was this really funky smell in my bedroom last night. Reeked like something died.
Is it still there?
No.
Problem solved.
I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but I never thought all those episodes I watched of Paranormal State would pay off, but I'm noticing a bunch of things.
Oh.
Roger.
Down here, honey. Morning.
This is gonna take some serious elbow grease.
Sour notes play.
There might be some antiques down here worth a lot of money. I'll be up in a minute. I'm going to see if I can get this furnace working.
Yeah, that'd be nice. It's freezing.
At some point, you were going to notice there was a downstairs if that's where the furnace was.
Yeah.
I can't figure out where the furnace was.
Mommy. Morning, Dad. Can you
Hey.
hold this?
Sure.
This clock stopped at 3:07, and so did the one in the hallway. What did you do to me last night?
Ouch. I didn't do that.
Oh no, this always gets me stuff with the dog.
Oh no. We really lose the dog already?
Hold on.
What happened?
Oh my god!
Keep everything locked in here. Feel free to look around. Just don't touch anything.
So all these are taken from cases you've investigated?
That's right. Everything you see in here is either haunted, cursed, or has been used in some kind of ritualistic practice. Don't touch it.
Yeah.
It's safer for these things to be in here than out there.
Why not just throw them in an incinerator, destroy them?
Well, that would only destroy the vessel. Sometimes it's better to keep the genie in the bottle.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
there
it's-
was my theory early
Yeah,
on.
like the demon is in there.
Well, there throws my thing out the window.
Why do you want to see Annabelle? Oh, okay. I've seen that like in places. They have that on display warning, do not open.
How do you stop them from latching on to you?
We have to take great precaution.
But what about your wife?
What happened to my wife happened during an exorcism. Excuse me. Honey, what are you doing? Come here. Come on, did you touch anything?
No.
All right, come on, honey.
How'd it go?
Oh, I think you may write a positive article.
Dude, the first night in the house and that happens and
That's definitely
307.
stopped. Is that like 5 seconds?
Oh, this is never good.
No, this definitely cannot be good.
Oh.
Stop grabbing my foot. Shut up. I didn't do anything. Stop farting. It really stinks.
There.
All right, it's a little bit of a slow work on us here.
Yeah.
That I'll always remember. They're here.
Having a sleep at the old desk.
Has a whiskey.
I really like how the camera's panning around like we're in there with them. That's so cool. Oh, is that to the outside? Like, how big is this house?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I gotta be honest. Doors and windows are, to me, it's dime store horror. It's like, how are we gonna make this scary? I don't know. What if the door was moving?
And the window is open.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Andrea, what are you doing out of bed?
It's Cindy. She's in my room. She's sleepwalking again.
Oh.
I've never seen her do this before.
Let's go back to bed.
Man, how crazy would that be?
God, the things my brothers would have done to me.
Draw all over your face.
Yeah, you're sleepwalking again. We had to do something.
You got another bruise here.
It's weird.
I don't know. You do me a favor, go see a doctor for that?
Oh,
Is that the same spot where the dog was?
pretty close.
Yeah, right by that tree, I think.
You're my friend, right?
No.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no! Oh, it's just the music box.
But still.
It's the music box, the
Hurry.
vessel.
He's my new
be.
friend.
Oh, really?
When the music stops, you see him in the mirror standing behind you.
Oh, that's not
That's
creepy.
not.
God, it's pretty creepy.
Well, let's see the little clown popping up.
Is it going to work?
Ooh, Mommy! Can we play hide and clap?
Okay.
Remember, you get to ask me for 3 claps.
Okay.
Don't go down in the basement. Did she know about it? I don't remember.
I don't know.
5, 6.
It's the perfect setup. A blindfolded hide and seek.
And you're allowed 3 claps.
With like crazy steps.
We found our next challenge.
In a giant old house that looks 10 times as big from the inside. She's not going to do a 3rd clap, is she? That's the cabinet the girl was banging her head on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know where you're hiding. Give me the third clap.
Oh,
Whoa, what?
Is that her in there? Or is that the top? That felt real creepy.
Ha! You took your blindfold off. I win.
There was hands in there.
Oh, that's like half my rate, man. I'll take it. It's a week turnaround. I start tomorrow.
Okay, so he's an over-the-road truck driver.
Boy, if he was an over-the-road truck driver now doing those kind of hours, they'd be living in a mansion, not some old rundown house. It's creepy.
I'm trying to sleep. Please stop grabbing my feet.
Whoa.
Well, there was something else, or Nancy's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, just...
Oh, damn.
No, but she might get pulled off the bed from the other side.
Yeah.
Watch her get yanked back off the bed.
It's an old house.
Well, we already saw that whatever's here can have a form.
You wouldn't wake up your sister?
It had hands.
What are you doing? Do you see it? There's someone behind the door.
There's no one here. See?
Oh, it's going to come up behind her.
My God. Standing right behind you.
Ah, there it is. Oh.
Where?
By the door. There was someone else in here. I was just...
I mean, if your kid is that terrified...
Well, honey, I'm pretty sure that it was just a bad dream.
No! Sid! Not at once, my family dead.
Where are you off to?
I just got to run to the store for a few things.
In 15 years, have you ever been able to lie to me?
Father Gordon called. He's got a case he wants us to look into. I said I'd go check it out myself. Maybe it's just time we take a break.
Do you remember what you said to me on our wedding night?
Can we do it again?
You said that God brought us together for a reason. I'm pretty sure it's not to write a book.
Right now, it's just my weight. We take the water coming off the pipe combined with the wind coming through the broken window. These boards are going to expand and rub against each other. You heard it all through the house because of these pipes leading to the radiator.
So that's their job, but they go to houses and half the houses, they tell them flat out, it's pipes.
Yep.
Jesus.
So remember this is that 1968 medicine. You know?
She's playing clap with Rory.
Yeah.
Or are they all in bed?
And how do you get your kid to go back to sleep after that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's like there's no way it's happening. Like,
no,
not in a million years.
She's gonna hear more clapping.
Even like yourself as a parent, I don't know if you could go back to sleep after that traumatic experience. Remember, the dad's out on the road now at this point.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'd be out of there.
It's too bad we can't stay.
Three bells?
3 o'clock.
Like the kids wouldn't be up right now with all the picture frames that fell and smashed.
Oh, it's the basement.
The basement.
The thing is, none of the kids are down there in that old basement in the dark with the lights off.
Kids,
I ain't even go. Look, I'm a grown adult. I ain't going down in that basement with the lights off. I ain't even going down at night in that old house.
Hard pass.
Who's ever down there? I'm gonna lock you in now.
Oh man! Oh, God, that got me good. That
she is lucky she didn't like smoke that big beam right there.
Yeah. Of course. Jesus.
Oh jeez.
Found the matches. Oh, here it comes. Something's coming out of the shadows.
Next match goes up. You see something?
that got me good. Oh, that got me. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Rory.
he got me good on
Rory,
that
you
one.
son of a bitch. Oh, got me good. Would have got me good in the theaters.
Oh, that would have been nuts. Oh, she's
Cindy?
doing that again.
All right, come on.
That thing's gonna open.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
See, the problem with this, when you got like 87 sisters, you always think it's somebody playing a prank on you.
Yeah. You know, I didn't think... Didn't they say something about it not being able to take a human form or something like that? Or was trying to get into a human's form?
Yeah. Oh, right.
Oh, she sees it.
What the fuck?
What is that?
What?
Oh, did you see its face? Come back to this. It's total chaos. Or something. Is it honor?
Well, I think at this point it's time we move out.
He's a French-Canadian farmer, had nothing more than a third-grade education. He'd been molested by his father, who had also tortured him repeatedly.
If you look into his eyes, you can see him tearing blood. An upside-down cross started to appear from within his body.
Oh.
See, an exorcism can be very dangerous, not only for the victim, but for anyone in the room. Maurice had a very troubled life, with little to live for. And not even an exorcist could bring him back. And it's usually the one who's the most psychologically vulnerable is targeted specifically by an external force.
Yeah.
Breaks the victim down, crushes their will, leads them to the third and final stage, possession.
Yeah. There's someone here that would like to talk to you.
There's something horrible happening in my house. Could you come and take a look?
You know, it's getting kind of late. We really need to be heading.
No, I'm so afraid this thing wants to hurt us. Please, can you come and take a look?
Yeah, you'd think they would, like, she's genuinely, like, terrified as she's telling you this.
Come on, Jan. Open up. What happened? The top of your head.
So tell me about the first night in the house. Wow.
Hi. Thanks for coming.
I see that. I think
Well, the dog died.
Yeah. Bird died the same spot.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Please, come in. Thank you. We're all sleeping down here now. It's gotten a lot worse the past few nights. Awful smell like rotting meat that moves around the house.
Well, rancid smells could indicate some type of demonic activity.
All night long, just like that.
Does it come in threes?
Yeah.
Stops at dawn?
Uh-huh.
And the clocks stop at 3:07
There we
a.m.
go.
Something just kept knocking them down, so we stopped hanging them up.
Show me the cellar.
Bad stuff happened down in that cellar, huh?
Something awful happened here, Ed.
Those bruises. You're from something that happened here?
It's some iron deficiency.
Yeah, but they wouldn't just be that big.
I don't know where we moved to. We got all the money tied up in this place and had a lot of repairs on top of that.
We're glad you found us. My name is Ed Warren. It's November 1st, 1971. Has been experiencing supernatural occurrences.
I mean, I was so thinking that, like, Patrick Wilson's character would be, like not accepting of it. But it's like...
His name's Rory. He lives here too. I think something bad happened to him.
Do you mind if I try to see Rory?
Yeah, I found this in a tree by the lake, by the way.
Yeah.
God, that music box is just creepy by itself.
It is. It's all dirty like that.
Yeah, that's...
And then even that, too. The clown.
Not creepy at
The
all.
clown looking up, too.
She's totally going to be able to see Rory.
100%.
Oh, they're going to get us.
There he is.
You guys ever use a lake? Well, it's freezing every night, so no.
Is Rory in the lake?
She's
maybe.
Putting stuff together here.
What is it?
She can see it. Hence the
We
picture
bought
in
it
the
at auction from
background.
the bank, so we never knew who lived here.
Here's your first problem.
Your house needs is a cleansing.
What? Exorcism?
We have to get out of here.
I'm afraid that's not going to help.
I've been seeing the dark entity that haunts your house. This dark entity has latched itself to your family, and it's feeding off you.
Okay, that makes it even worse.
Okay, so what do we do? Can we call a priest?
Performing an exorcism is an archaic procedure. Requires years of training. And even then, I have seen it go horribly
I'm
wrong.
still in a lot of confidence here, guys.
Yeah.
It means we got to investigate, gather evidence, and provide proof. And whatever you're dealing with here isn't going to like us. So far, it hasn't done anything violent, and that's a good sign.
Hasn't done anything violent. It damn near pulled my daughter out of the bed.
Yep.
Picture of you and Daddy and mine. You'll be with me and I'll be with you.
Hey, hon. Carolyn's voice didn't record.
It's built in 1863 by a man named Judson Sherman, who was married to a woman named Bathsheba. She's related to Marytown Esty. She's one of the women accused of witchcraft in Salem. She was hung during the trials. And when the baby was 7 days old, Judson caught her sacrificing it in front of the fireplace.
Oh.
Cursed anyone who tried to take her land and hung herself.
Wow.
Time of death was pronounced at 3:07 in the morning. And that's not all.
Jesus.
So it's, they go there and they...
The woman who worked as a maid in a neighboring home, she committed suicide too.
People who took her land.
I'm sitting here with Carolyn Perron with her family.
Oh, does it latch onto them?
Oh,
307.
307. In 1 second.
Yep.
On this one. I
At
always
their
saw the
house
second.
now, though.
Oh, what's going on there?
No bueno. That's Spanish.
Well, it's latched
oh,
on,
shit.
Well, remember, it's latched onto them, so.
Yeah.
It's latching on to everybody.
Oh, cheers, Brad.
Oh,
She
nice
shows up
ride.
in a Mustang.
Drew, this is Officer Brad.
Officer Brad Hamilton, Harrisville, Rhode Island. You know you can't shoot ghosts, right?
Take it easy on him, Drew.
Yeah, remember, this is so primitive, too,
Yeah.
68. It's not like they have, like, heat vision or anything like that to, try and snatch it.
Mm-hmm.
See, the problem with paranormal activity in 2022 is the same problem with Bigfoot. Trail cams and nanny cams. And ever since nanny cams became real popular, nobody found shit in any houses. I'll return to the movie, but I rest my case.
I was always going to
Red
say...
Hammond thermostat, would you?
Bigfoot and ghosts. Trail cams and nanny cams.
No, it's just, I was going to say, I've never heard of a haunted bank. It's because they got cameras everywhere.
Or any haunted house since nanny cams and became popular.
I'll respectfully disagree.
She hung herself from that branch right above where you're standing.
It was never a child to her. She just used her God-given gift as the ultimate offense against him. That's a nice day at the beach, huh?
How did you know?
Yeah, like a peek through the curtain into another person's
Don't
life.
believe in that either. But let's enjoy the movie.
They mean the world to me.
He just reveals to us what the naked eye can't see. Pretty far out, isn't it?
There we go.
It's groovy.
Oh,
Hey, look at that. They're
black lights. Oh, kids in the 90s are going to have those all over their dorm rooms.
Yep, they will.
This
Until
is
they,
the
until they
newest
realize all the stuff they don't want it to show.
It's nighttime. Oh, damn it, Brad. Well, at least it was a toilet that worked, because remember, they didn't have any working ones.
From the few shows I've seen, they still use microphones and recorders, so it hasn't really changed that much in terms of how they investigate it.
You get a reaction from anything unholy. Sort of pisses him off. So I set these throughout the house, see if I can stir things up a bit.
All right.
It's the one to the basement, is it?
Oh, this is kind of neat.
Yeah.
I have Lorraine and Officer Brad Hamilton with me. Give us a sign that you want to communicate with us.
An old baby crib right there. Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Look at that furnace. It's like something Freddy Krueger would go into.
Oh, she's just like coughing up, spitting up.
So I'm wondering. Well, you guys can comment if you want. All of this. Are they kind of doing like a frame by frame like reenactment type thing with all this stuff? And I was kind of hoping when they replayed the audio, I was hoping it was like the real audio they had back in. I'm sorry, whatever year this is.
Doesn't always work when you want it to.
Looked a little freaked out when that door slammed shut.
Yeah.
Must have been a draft.
Well, yeah.
The draft never put that look on my face before.
So it didn't stop this
It's 308.
Johnny, I think I might take some girls for ice cream later on. What do you say about that?
Look at how big just the kitchen's huge.
It's massive.
Hey, if this house wasn't haunted, it's a hell of a steal from the bank.
I could get used to this.
What, me doing laundry?
Oh, this place. Nice fresh country air.
What I'm saying.
I think that's the point of this movie is that we get some fresh country air.
So here's the work. Yeah, you guys should really move out of this house.
really seems to agree with you.
Well, we know a realtor. They'll just buy it from you
Cheap. I mean,
you're not going to get your money back. Oh, no, they're airbenders too. Now you're losing me again. Now we're controlling the weather.
Well, remember that little plot of land was so much bigger.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was cool.
Oh, there's someone in the window.
Yep.
Well, she's got to go in and warn them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, it's grabbing her.
Yeah, remember it was only at night. Now all of a sudden it's
in the daytime.
during the
Oh,
day.
is that creepy?
Oh, just possessed her.
Carolyn, open up! Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You sick?
I woke up just feeling a little nauseous. That's all.
I thought I saw.
No, she's possessed.
That's not her.
No, we got real problems.
Got a nice place here, Roger. Lorraine and I always wanted a spot in the country.
I'll sell you this one.
Yeah. It's funny you should say that.
Really means a lot to us to have you here. Just want to say thank you, though, for coming out when you did.
That's all Lorraine. Whatever Lorraine sees, feels, touches, it helps people, but it also takes a toll on her. A couple months ago, we were working on a case. She saw something. It took a real big piece. Didn't talk, didn't eat, didn't come out for 8 days.
What'd she see?
I don't know. And I won't ask.
Oh.
What she made me do.
That was a maid that committed suicide.
Yeah.
Ed?
Look what you made me do!
Jesus.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Dude, you okay? Okay, let's go. Hold up, Brad, what's going on?
Oh. Hey.
Popping off now.
By the way, where's the mom?
That's what I was wondering.
Why don't we need pictures of Cindy? What do you mean she didn't trigger? Somebody's with her.
Oh, that's right. That's his daughter sleepwalks. I totally thought it was like something else in there. Like, we all see it.
The cameras are going off like crazy.
There's someone else in there with her. Where'd she go, Ed?
Windows are locked. Brad, get the UV light.
What? Just ask Drew.
Oh, boy.
Is she on the ceiling? She's on the ceiling. Watch, she's on the fucking ceiling.
Yeah,
she's on the fucking ceiling.
There's got to be a false back on it, maybe.
Oh, is there a false back on it?
Well, that's why it was so there.
Oh, look at that.
Found her.
Okay, there's mom. She seems all right.
That's where Rory hides when he's afraid.
Oh, is Lorraine going to see him? I bet she will.
Is there a spot that looks like it would have had a music box?
Yep, there it is.
Just because of how, like, dungy and dirty it was.
You might not want to do that. Okay. Yep. Yeah. No.
Just the news.
Just a random news. You know, they keep those all the time in the walls.
Holy shit! All the way to the basement.
Lorraine!
Yeah, I suppose he doesn't know how far she fell.
Oh yeah, let's just go ahead and do that.
I want to see.
Well, she
I want
wants
to
to
see
see-
Rory. Maybe
yeah,
I
she
can
wants
talk to
to-
him.
See if she can find it. Oh.
Oh, that's it was Rory's mom. Remember?
Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
That's a good
I
one.
gotta.
Is Dave gonna do a running count?
He should.
Ding. You know, Lorraine doesn't normally get scared. Oh! What is that?
That was her necklace,
Necklace.
that had remember her
Oh,
daughter.
that had the daughter's picture. Yeah.
Okay.
It got hooked on.
She visits Carolyn every night. That's what the bruise marks are. She's feeding off of her.
Yep, they got her figured out.
Nancy?
Your hair is going.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
Have the footage developed and get it over to Father Gordon.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's... Now the demon's feeding off of her. 'Cause it's got something personal of hers.
Damn it, Mom, just check, please.
Lorraine, you gonna tell me what's going on?
It's Judy.
What? What do you mean? What?
Oh, thank God. Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I'll explain later, okay? I had a vision of Judy in the water.
And remember, I went through the mom, and now she knows.
Yep.
But the approval would have to come directly from the Vatican.
Father, we never seen nothing like this.
So because they're not members of your church, forget about them.
They're back in the house? How do you even sleep?
No, that's Judy.
Oh,
There's
that's
a
right.
locket.
Yeah. Okay, gosh, I was getting a little worked up here. 307.
Of course. Don't do it. Oh my God.
Fucking doll turns.
Oh.
Oh, they're at least on their way home.
They're there.
Yeah.
What's going on in there?
Oh.
There's someone rocking in the chair with Annabelle.
That's what you keep for keeping that shit in your house, bruh.
She's still in the case.
Yeah, but it's like you can't discount her. A chair just flew at the fucking wall and broke.
Mom just left with Christine and April. She's with the car.
Oh no. And she smells like rotting meat. Oh.
Girl said she smelled like rotten meat.
She possesses the mother to kill the child. That's what she does. She's taking them back to the house.
Stay off the phone.
No.
Steal that fucking Mustang.
That's way faster.
Well, that's Brad's.
That's Brad's.
I don't know if he's...
Maybe Brad's staying with the kids.
It's locked.
Oh.
Take her to the priest for the exorcism. Wait, where's April?
Oh, look at all the bruises.
It's like burning her.
Oh, she bit Brad's face.
We gotta get Father Gordon out here.
He's too far away. She won't make it. Look at her.
So then what's the next course of action, guys?
Is he gonna have to do it?
I think so.
In the name of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit, Sancta Michaela Arcangele.
April? April! April, you under there?
How many fake brooms
we
and
got?
floors does this house have?
Oh, she's like changing back and forth.
Secular liberator.
There it goes.
Whoa.
Put her down!
Oh, I thought she was gonna go on her head.
I don't know what you are, but you leave my wife alone, god damn it!
I don't like this.
Bro, she's
already gone.
Shiva! I condemn you back to hell!
You can't give in! Remember what you showed me!
Oh, is he gonna get her back?
Oh, that's what she got put in there.
Yeah. Ooh.
We in the clear?
Mom doesn't get to have scissors anymore.
No.
Are we good now? That's not how bruises work.
Yeah, well,
That's not how bruising works at all.
Apparently it did.
hey,
No.
her bruises needed vitamin D. They got it. And
That's not how bruises work.
You did good.
No, you did.
Oh, save the
Good
day.
job on the exorcism, honey.
Yeah.
How about a kiss on the front porch?
or is he gonna close?
One last good jump scare. Oh, guess not.
Wow.
Oh, so here's
okay,
the
this
real
is
pictures.
pictures.
Yeah, that's
That's
them.
one of their. So this is kind of neat.
Yeah.
I was wondering if they're gonna have like real archive stuff.
Yeah, actual stuff.
There's his.
Yeah,
There's an artifact
museum. It's always out on the East Coast, seems like.
Ah, I thought that was Joey King.
So guys, drop a comment if these are all actual clippings and photos of the Warrens things. Oh, they're doing the exorcism, I think.
There's the house with
All right, guys, there
Wow,
it was.
there we go.
There was The Conjuring, and I gotta say that was a lot of fun for me because, as I had said earlier in the beginning, I had actually seen a number of shows that were on TV that had Lorraine Warrens on them, and I think that when they show that scene of Ed and Lorraine giving the speech at the school or whatever, the lecture, I'm pretty sure the woman that they zoomed past, the older woman, I think that was the real Lorraine Warren, because it's been a while since I've seen the shows that she was on, so I'm pretty sure that was her and I recognized her. But all that stuff aside, this movie was a lot of fun. Everything you would want in a scary exorcism demon type movie. And I didn't want to let on it all to these guys, but as soon as I saw the clocks were 3 o'clock, the smell of sulfur, you knew it was on with demons. And again, I haven't seen the shows like Paranormal State or Ghost Adventures for a long time, but I do remember that 3 o'clock is dead time. That's when all the crazy stuff happens. So let that be a note to you. Then if you smell
is the right time.
and if you smell the smell of rotting flesh or sulfur, that always indicates demons. So this was a lot of fun because I hadn't been into that stuff for years. I haven't watched any of it really. I think it was probably 2010 or so the last time I watched any of that stuff. So it was just crazy to kind of go back and see it and see the Warrens family and the whole Annabelle story, how that ties in. And like they say, a lot of this stuff, now granted, it's Hollywood. There's going to be embellishment, I'm sure. But this is all based on their actual accounts of things they did and that sort of stuff. Now, Could it be a work that they do for popularity? Is there some truth in there? We've all heard crazy stories and tales. I think it's best just to leave it up to the viewer to decide what you want, go along for the ride, enjoy the movie for what it is, and have a good time.
Absolutely.
And this delivered. It didn't just solely rely on jump scares. There was a lot of good psychological stuff going on. I love when they show camera shots and there's things going on like out of focus. There's a number of movies that have done that, and I always love that effect. The one effect I really liked was when Ed and Lorraine's daughter, Judy, I think it was coming down the steps, and you had that upward view with the wallpaper and the attic door that was there, and the light that had that cool effect. So, James Wan is an amazing director. He's done a lot of cool stuff, and he absolutely delivered on this, as well as all the actors did a fantastic job. Obviously, they made a number of these movies with a lot of spin-offs, so all the fans loved them as well. And I think I might have to go back and check out some of the old paranormal shows from back in the day if I can still find them, because this was a lot of fun. And I could be wrong, guys. Help me out in the comments, but I think this was kind of groundbreaking for what it did. I don't know if Paranormal Activity was before or after this, or if this kind of started
way before.
It was okay. So that whole kind of demonic possession, things going on, the doors, the pulling people, and the idea of that these things can actually grab a hold of you and affect you was really a neat effect that we haven't seen. So I had a lot of fun with it. You're perfect October Halloween movie to get in the mood for Halloween and the holidays. So for me, guys, it's a 4 out of 5 answers. This was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. And it was fun to remember some of that useless knowledge I picked up from 10 years ago.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, I remember as a kid, there was a show, it was a Paranormal Activity show. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was on Channel 32, which is like UPN or whatever.
The local channel.
Remember, it was like the 5th channel that came in, and it was on Friday nights at 9 o'clock. So as a 10-year-old watching it by myself,
just never sleeping.
Not at all.
I mean, they covered everything. They had UFOs, they had the paranormal, and one of the stories I remember was bus being parked on a train track, and it got hit by a train, killing all the kids in the bus. So if you parked your car there, it magically got pushed off the train track. And one of the times they put flour all over the back of the trunk, and you saw a bunch of little handprints that helped guide the car. Now, mind you, the car was put in neutral for whatever reason, but they were able to push it. But so this brought me back to my childhood, where it's a lot of fun with that stuff.
I vaguely recall that story. Guys, drop a comment. I thought there was an investigation or a Mythbusters type thing on that, but anyhow.
So because there was that one, they did, it was like they were doing Ghost Hunters before it. I just remember this guy in the suit. In a tiny little town, there's been some spooks happening, and they would go into it.
You do that too, good.
And because I watch the show every Friday night. But I wanted to give kudos to Chad and Carrie Hayes. They're the ones that wrote the screenplay to it. And then obviously James Wan crushed it as always. But Patrick Willison was amazing. So was Vera Farmiga. Sorry if I'm saying her name wrong. I've seen her sporadically in a bunch of things, but I thought she was awesome in this. Obviously, Ron was amazing. So was Lily. But I had a lot of fun with it. Brought me back to my childhood. Yeah. So I'm going to also echo your response with 4 answers.
All right.
Now the erase mark isn't 4. It was extra. It was just I had a 0 and I didn't think it should be there. So that's 4 answers.
I'm going to start by saying this was fun. This was a good movie, and regardless of what your thoughts are on exorcisms and possessions and demons and all that, if you're just going to a movie, and I know I laughed a few times, I'm not sure what's all going to make the cut, but I had a few colorful comments, but it was a good movie. And even if you're not somebody that that again believes in this stuff, it was still an entertaining movie. I said earlier on in the movie, maybe a third of the way through, there was a couple they started with the door moving, and I'm like, It's dime store horror because it's like what the hell horror? You know, I remember the first time I saw Paranormal Activity in the theater, like a baby's laying there and the blanket moves and everybody's like, "Oh my god, the blanket moved!" I'm like, it's like you like the door moved. What the fuck? You know, and it's like,
what am I talking? I saw Blair Witch in the theater.
Between that, Blair Witch was all right. Between that and jump scares, it's like. Every good horror movie's got to have at least a couple of jump scares, right?
It's gotta.
But you can't like rely on that, you know. But I didn't. They didn't for this movie. It was a good story. Was it real? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
A complete and utter work by these people. It's the Sally Jesse Raphael, Geraldo Rivera, 70s, 80s shit. Now remember, I'm 42, so I lived in a time where, and if you watch Stranger Things. This was a real thing where people thought like kids playing Dungeons and Dragons were like trying to, you know, make contact with the devil. You know, it was like a real thing in the 1800s.
The records backwards.
The 1600s, whatever, like the Salem witch trials. They burned people alive. There's people who legitimately think like a Ouija board is a real thing, and at every high school party, you just have some kid who moves it. It's like, you know, take your pants off or some shit, you know? And here, so I said this during, I don't know if it's going to make the cut, but I'm just going to make it very clear. I thought this was a good movie because I don't want people jumping in the comments saying like, oh, shit on the movie because he doesn't believe in that sort of stuff.
Like, that's not the
And
point.
the one thing I will say is I vehemently don't believe in any of this at all. I think it's all just, I think there's explanations for all of it. Including why everything happens at 3 a.m. Because guess what? It's when most people are either drunk or high, okay? There is a perfectly good reason why it's at 3 a.m. People go out and they get drunk and they get home like, bro.
Yeah, they let those $5 drink.
Dude, I swear to God, dude, there was one time, I don't know if somebody put something, like why would somebody put something in my drink at like a bar, you know? Like, and I've been told a lot of people this because it's like a weird thing to say. I swear to God, there was, and I don't believe that I was, but whatever I consumed, and you know, and you know, it was just always tequila, vodka, and beer was always like my stuff. I never got into any funky stuff. I could swear to God that I was floating on my bed. Like I had this sense. I don't believe I was. I guarantee if you put a camera in there, I wasn't floating. But I had the sensation that I was like a good. Like foot off my bed, and I was even like, "What the fuck is happening?"
They call that a Jaeger bomb.
And then I do think, and I don't know if it's really bad dreams or if I've experienced, and it's been a really long time, but I think I used to experience sleep paralysis, which at the time I thought was always just really bad dreams, and then you hear like other people have it. Like there's been times like I'm positive I'm awake. But like I can't
move. I've had that too.
I can't move.
You can't talk either.
Like I can't move and I can't talk and I'm just laying there. And I always thought sleep paralysis was like, I didn't know it was a real thing like before like the internet. And I don't think it's probably happened to me for probably 10 years or so. But there was times where I'm like, man, like, is this like the weirdest dream ever? And then you're like, people are like, no, sleep paralysis, that's a real thing where you're like awake and you can see, but you can't talk, you can't move. And it's so hard to differentiate whether that's a bad dream or not. And the reason that I say all this is because I think there's explanations for all this stuff. But the one thing I will say is I never want to trivialize or tell somebody that their personal experience is garbage. I will say that I think there's probably an explanation for it, but I'm not going to just say as an absolute it's trash because I wouldn't ever want to trivialize what somebody's been through. Look, I don't get a lot of chances to rant like this, so just follow along. Bigfoot and Paranormal Activity. What do the two things have in common? Well, you hear less and less and less about them as video technology becomes more and more and more affordable and available to put. For $200, you can put Ring cameras or nanny cams or baby monitors in every room, in every house. As far as I know, I haven't seen anything like good on YouTube about anything.
Well, every time Les Stroud goes looking for Bigfoot, the cameras go off.
Yeah, like I saw a great Bigfoot show. They're like out in the middle of the woods, but and the guy was like, it was all weird. Like, but don't you agree that it could be a big, like, all right, I guess. There's no Bigfoot, and if there is, they would have been caught on trail cams or seen by drones already. And the argument to whether they existed or not was made irrelevant by technology. The Paranormal Activity stuff, all those arguments, and again, I'm not trying to crap on somebody's personal experience, so whatever. all the Paranormal Activity ghost stuff has been completely crapped on by affordable and convenient modern technology. We have all these haunted buildings. They could put nanny cams in every single room, and weird noises does not, you know, like houses creaking, old buildings, whatever. A window opening because of draft and stuff like that. Look, I've had doors in my house. If you open one door and then open a bathroom window and there's drafting and the wind goes, the door will slam shut, okay? Now, if I was somebody who believed in this sort of stuff, I may get freaked out by it, especially if it happened late at night. Look, I've been sitting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and the door's shut. I will say one of the creepiest things that's ever happened, and some parents out there, when child's toys get very low on batteries, sometimes in the middle of the night, they go off.
Yep.
And at like 2 in the morning, I'm sleeping. And one of my kids' toys is like, hey, want to hear a secret? Like that's, and it says it 50 times throughout the course of the day. Kids, want to hear a secret? Yeah. But I'm like laying on the couch, all of a sudden this fucking thing lights up. Hey, want to hear a secret? I'm like, fuck, no. Now I know it's
out the window.
No, I know it's the batteries. And here's the thing, it's happened to non-scary toys too. Like at 2 in the afternoon when Elmo goes, yeah, you know, it's like, okay, time to change Elmo's batteries. When it's 3 in the morning and I'm there by myself,
3
the toy just happens to say, want to hear a secret? It's like, no, what the fuck? But so that's kind of like how I feel about these movies. And so that all being said, like I don't get really scared, and I don't get like oh my God, this is so messed up, because I am of the belief that Bigfoot and Paranormal Activity are the exact same thing, and modern technology has shown that it's all trash and it's all garbage. And if you can find me a video, like imagine if they caught something on video, it would be all over YouTube, it would be all over the news, it would be all over everywhere. Especially, look at these haunted houses. We have one in Wisconsin. We were going to take the tour a few years ago when we had our channel going, but before we started doing reactions, and it might still be something fun. There's like a haunted mansion here in Wisconsin, and they've been doing tours of it for years. Well, now you don't even need lights. You can put infrared cameras, and every single inch of every corner of every room, you could put an infrared camera for a few grand. And I know people will be like, well, the spirits consent. No.
They do. They sense it and they turn off the cameras. They kill them. They never. Guys, back me up here. The cameras never work.
Cameras never work.
They always go off.
So in any regard, Bigfoot, ghosts, it's all a farce.
It was the Asylum Ghost Tours in Sheboygan Falls. It was a haunted prison.
A haunted prison, okay. So that's the thing. Modern technology, nanny cams, trail cams, it's all made. It's why you don't hear that stuff anymore. When was the last time we saw a video of an exorcism? Well, they don't let videos in. No, it's just all the stuff it's kind of an old thing. That all being said, thank you guys for
taking a long way around.
Taking a long way around.
Long cut.
That being said, even though I don't believe in any of it, and even though some of it I'm like, all right, come on, it was still a fun movie, and that's what I enjoyed about it. They didn't just rely on jump scares. They didn't just rely on creepy images. They threw it all at you, right? Yeah. Like the shot from the stairs. It felt like The Shining, you know?
Yeah,
and then they had a few jump scares. They had a few like in the mirror, like, oh, what the fuck, you know?
The one when she came off the top of the dresser.
And then they had like getting dragged across the room. They took like every like creepy horror component that you could put together. They threw into this movie. I thought it was really good. Again, not like my like 80s like slasher type horror favorite, but I thought it was a lot of fun, and I think it was a good movie. And despite all my preconceived notions about this other stuff, I'm right on board with Mason Quinn and with the answer. And I'm a guy, I wouldn't have thought it when I'm watching it, but as a whole, this is a 4 answer movie for a horror movie. This time, I don't know, maybe had I watched it in July, I'd have been like, it's getting a little cold outside, a little breezy in the the fall months here. Yeah. I thought it was a good story. So again, 4 answers all across the board. So again, just a huge shout out to everybody recommending these movies on Patreon and YouTube. It's like, you guys are just killing it for us, and we're having so much fun. And it's like, Doesn't it almost feels like the people out there, and we feel, look, we said this before, we kind of feel like friends with everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially after Potter, everybody feels like big group hug, but it's almost like we feel like you guys like know us now, like, oh, these guys would like this,
they'll love this.
These guys would like this, and we watch it, we're like, hell yeah, that was
right up our alley.
That was good.
Yeah.
So 4 answers for me. I had a lot of fun for a horror movie.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to just kind of take the ride and just kind of get lost in it a little bit, kind of play the what if game in your head. It's a lot of fun, right? That's why people like the paranormal shows. You know, back in the day, these movies have obviously done really well.
Oh, I still watch them all though. I still watch them all. Like, that's bullshit. I'm like, that's bullshit. The camera didn't shut off. I'm still watching all the Bigfoot shows and the paranormal shows. I just have my opinion.
Well, that same paranormal show that I used to watch as a kid did have one with the Bigfoot where he had a camera. He's like, look at the outline.
They always eat the apples off the
gonna
branches.
Move.
I don't know.
I'm not going to move.
I watched one show. What animal? The entire he put a bunch of apples out and they were all gone.
Survivor Man Bigfoot.
He goes, what animal could have eaten a whole apple without leaving any scraps? I'm like, are you kidding? Dude, if I drop food on my house at the floor, my boxer's licking the floor a half hour after any trace of food is gone whatsoever. If any animals, if there was this much, a mouse or a squirrel would have eaten it.
Well, then you say that too is my wife and I are going to stay at the Pfister Hotel down in Milwaukee, and it is known that the floor is haunted. The MLB teams stay there. There's actually players that will get their own hotel room at a different hotel because they don't want to be.
They don't want to be at the Pfister.
They've had weird things happen.
Yeah, they don't want the bad vibes.
It's a bad juju. It could just be that. I struck out 3 times last time I stayed there. Ass.
Regardless of how you feel about it, it's fun stuff.
Yep.
It's a fun ride, and I think we all had a really good time.
Of course we had a fun time, so thank you once again. So once again for the Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I am, of course, the answer. Good night, friends.